In this video, we learn about functions in C language. A function is a self-contained block of statements that perform a specific task. Whenever certain statements are used frequently, such statements are placed in a separate section called as a function. Now we see first definition. Now take these examples. There are three different functions here: factorial, even or odd, prime. Factorial function, its purpose is to find out the factorial of a given number. Even or odd, it takes a number and finds out the given number is even number or odd number. Prime function, it takes a number and decides whether the given number is prime number or not. That means each and every function has its own purpose. And what the second statement is saying here, if any statements are used frequently, then such statements are placed in a separate section. That means, now let us take, if I want to find out factorial of a number, assume that it consists of three statements. Those three statements are common for finding factorial of any number. Then such three statements are placed in a separate section called as a function. Now assume that those statements are placed here. Now what we can do here, there is no need to write the same code for each and every number. Let us take, I want to find out factorial of 3. I will send a 3 to this particular function, then automatically it will calculate factorial of 3. Then if I want to find out factorial of 4, again there is no need to write the same code. Why? Because already the code is defined in a function. Then we just simply need to pass 4 to this particular function. Similarly, if I want to find out factorial of a 10, then just I will pass 10 to this particular function. That means the function is defined only once. What we are doing here, we are not writing the same code for each and every number. We are writing the code in a function that is defined once, and that function is used for any number and for any number of times. This feature is called as code reusability. Coming to the categories of functions, there are two categories of functions. First category, library functions, built-in functions or predefined functions. Second category, user-defined functions. Library functions, they are available in C language header files. A programmer need not write the code for these functions. Why? Because they are automatically defined in the C language. They are automatically available in the C language. If a programmer wants to use those particular functions, then a programmer can use them by including their corresponding header files. If you take header files here, there is a math.h header file. In this header file, it contains mathematical related built-in functions like square root, power, etc. Similarly, in string.h header file, it contains string related built-in functions like string length, string copy, etc. This is about built-in functions. Coming to the user-defined functions, these are the functions defined by the programmer. A programmer defined functions or a programmer written functions are also called as user-defined functions. A programmer has to write the code for these functions from the scratch. Advantages of functions. Functions avoid rewriting of the same code again and again. This is, we have seen previously. If you take factorial function, there is no need to write factorial code for each and every number. It is written once and just we need to pass the number to that function. Functions provide reusability of the code where a function is defined once and used for number of times. By using functions, the length of the program automatically or gradually decreases. Debugging of the program can be done easily. Error finding out becomes easy by using functions. Program understandability also increases. That means reading the program and understanding the program becomes easy when we use functions. Functions support modular programming approach. Modular programming means the entire program is divided into different types of modules. And last one, writing of complex programs can be simplified using functions. In functions, there is another category of functions called recursive functions. By using recursive functions, we can simplify or we can easily write complex programs. Then we discuss some key points about functions. A function is not directly executed when it is written. That means when we write a function, it is not automatically executed. Then when it is executed, a function is executed when it is called or invoked. A C program can contain any number of functions. There is no limit on the number of functions that we can write. Next, if there is only one function in C program, then it must be the main function. Next point, we should not write more than one main function in a C program. That means, why? Because main is the entry point in the C programming language. We should not write more than one main function. If you write more than one main function, then there will be ambiguity to call which main function. Functions are called in the sequence of function calls in the main function. A function can call another function, and next one, a function can take arguments and it can return value also. These are some key points about functions. Just we recap this particular session. In this video, we have discussed about what is a function, what is the purpose of function. Next, we have seen two types of functions, built-in functions and user-defined functions. And then we have seen advantages of functions. And next one, some key points about functions.